guys, welcome back to this place. If you are new, welcome here for the very first time. I'm Carmen, and today we are starting season 2 of Dark. I am so excited, but also I cannot believe that we're already done with season 1. So very much stuff has happened. There's no way I could possibly recount all of it and recap it, which is the word I was looking for initially, without it just being an entire video in and of itself. So I'm just gonna say that we left off with Yonas going to the future and this sort of debate / struggle about if we should trust Claudia or Padre Noah. Padre Noah, of course, has, child murder against him, so yeah. Anyway, that is the recap that I'm going to do for now. I will obviously talk a lot more about this at the end of the episode, so let's just watch it and see.
Adam sagt, dass alle Dinge so passieren müssen, wie sie schon immer passiert sind.
Who's Adam?
Wir müssen das Kreuz tragen, egal wie schwer es uns erscheint. Adam hatte recht.
What?
Du hast den Glauben verloren.
Oh, he told him that then? Is he gonna try to kill him? You cannot trust religious fanatics. I'm sorry.
Hat er dich deshalb geschickt? Ich habe lange auf diesen Moment gewartet. Interessant, dass du es bist.
Wow. Are y'all about to fight? Y'all about to duel?
Ich hoffe, dass irgendwann der Tag kommt,
Oh,
an
he's
dem du
just
nicht mehr alles glaubst, was Adam dir erzählt. Frag ihn, warum er dich aufgenommen hat. Und warum er dich Noah genannt hat.
So he's just gonna let him kill him. But also that's Padre Noah? I mean, he knows what he's gonna do. Would you immediately die from that? Because, oh no, it's, stop. Oh, the stabbies. I don't like the stabbies, you guys. It's like... Who was he? We never even got to learn his name before they just stabbed the shit out of him. June 2020, beginning of the last cycle. June 27.
Aber das Gottespartikel. Wenn wir es stabilisieren können, vielleicht ist es ein Weg zurück. Zurück in die Vergangenheit. Vielleicht können wir sie retten.
Okay.
Alle.
Why is there a fucking bug in here?
Manchmal denke ich, es wäre besser, sie wären tot.
Sag sowas nicht.
Well, to be fair, I think your dad is dead. Sorry. Did she give her the newspaper? Charlotte?
Du bist irgendwie anders.
Since Padre Noah, probably.
Ich hab das Gefühl, du verheimlichst mir was. Ich weiß überhaupt nicht, was mit dir los ist.
Was mit mir los ist? Verdammte Scheiße, meine Mutter stirbt. Das ist mit mir los. Und
I mean, there is that too.
es gibt einfach Sachen, die kann ich dir nicht erzählen,
Warum
okay?
denn nicht?
Ich kann einfach nicht. Okay? Wenn du auch nur die geringste Ahnung davon hättest, welche Scheiße gerade bei mir abgeht.
Von der Scheiße, die bei dir abgeht? Ey, falls du es vergessen hast, mein Vater und mein Bruder sind verschwunden. Meine Mutter ist verrückt und interessiert sich einen Dreck für mich. Und du willst mir gerade von deiner Scheiße erzählen, oder was?
Well, he's allowed to have crap too, just because you have crap. Y'all are both people. His mother is also dying. You know?
Alles auf Bodenniveau wird sowieso nicht angerührt und später Teil der grünen Wiese. Die Strahlung der Fässer wird auf die frühere Nutzung des Beckens zurückgeführt werden.
So they're gonna get rid of the barrels there and hope that they think that the radiation that's detected is just because they've used it before.
Erinnerst du dich an das gelbe Fahrrad? Das Fahrrad, das Papa und du mir zum 8. Geburtstag geschenkt habt. Bin gleich am ersten Tag damit in den Graben gefahren. Hab mir den Arm aufgeschlitzt. Hier.
Raus hier.
Ich bin vor über einem halben Jahr aus deinem Leben verschwunden. Und du hast mich vor mehr als 33 Jahren gefunden. Ich habe gleich gewusst, dass du es bist. Es hat geregnet, weißt du noch? Opa und du, ihr wolltet mich mitnehmen im Auto.
Oh,
Du hast gesagt, dass der Regen noch sauer ist wegen Tschernobyl.
Yeah, he's talking about when she saw him as a kid. When she was a kid and he was a kid.
Mama. Ich bin's.
I'd be like, how did you age so much? You know?
Jonas. Aber das kann doch nicht sein.
I wonder if this is the first time he gets to see her since he leaves.
Aber die wenigsten von uns wissen, wohin ihre Reise
She
geht.
makes the map?
Du hast deinen ersten Schritt getan. Adam wird stolz auf dich sein. Alles hängt zusammen. Du. Ich.
But is it literally
Vergangenheit.
you? Is that you? Is that baby you? Okay. Is it crazy? Is this the future? Because that could be Elizabeth, right? It is her, right?
Ich glaube, weil es das Einzige ist, was sie an ihre Familie erinnert. Manche Dinge lässt man nicht so schnell wieder los. Deine Mutter war noch klein, als sie gestorben sind. Komm.
Oh.
Sie sind hier geboren?
Mein Großvater ist hier geboren. Ich bin bei ihm aufgewachsen.
Ihr Großvater lebt noch.
Nein.
Haben Sie jemals in Erwägung gezogen, dass er es war?
Wer? Mein Großvater?
Nein. Ihr Kollege Ulrich.
Nein. Wieso?
Kurz vor seinem Verschwinden hat er Sie angerufen. Der Anruf dauerte exakt 12 Sekunden. Wahrscheinlich eine Voicemail-Nachricht. Was wollte er?
Nichts. Er hatte sich verwählt.
Haben Sie die Nachricht noch?
Nein.
Natürlich nicht.
Her granddad is a Journey Through Time guy.
Hast du Bartosz Bescheid gegeben? Und er hat keinen Verdacht geschöpft.
Who the fuck are you? Are you
Er war schon immer naiver Natur. Die Apokalypse, sie muss
Why?
geschehen.
For what?
Hast du Zweifel?
Ja.
Was macht man mit einem toten Wald, damit neue Bäume wachsen können?
Man brennt
Burn
ihn
it down.
nieder.
Yeah.
Es bleibt nicht mehr viel Zeit. Die fehlenden Seiten aus dem Buch. Du musst sie finden.
Who are
Ada.
you? Okay, yeah.
Sie warten auf dich.
I got that, but...
Noch 6 Tage.
Is Noah gonna have doubts? Oh, interesting. That's...
Welcher Mann?
She saw... That's Noah, yeah.
Noah.
Da draußen wissen alle irgendwas, was wir nicht wissen sollen. Mama, Bartosz, die Polizei. Jeder hat sein eigenes beschissenes Geheimnis.
Okay, but it's a very complicated thing.
Bist du bereit?
Is he about to go missing too?
Ich bin froh, dass das Ding jetzt wegkommt. Ruf mal wieder bei Mama an. Okay?
Ooh. So siblings? I like how they make you think it was a hookup and then they're like, just kidding, they were siblings.
Ciao. Ciao.
Although doesn't that have all the barrels from the nuclear power plant in it? How did they have it? How did he get it? What's the noise? What's the face? Why are you making a... That was a crazy introduction to season 2. The mystery lingers. We're still trying to parse it out and figure out what's going on and how A, B, and C are related to X, Y, and Z. And I think I need to watch that episode again before I watch the next one, honestly, because I want to just try to read all of the things that I was just kind of... I tried to absorb it as best I could in this episode, but I feel like this show, it puts things together in a really nice, intricate way, and I want to make sure that I didn't miss any threads that a first-time watcher gets. You know what I mean? Obviously I'm gonna miss threads that I would get when I rewatch the show at some point and realize how dumb I was because I didn't realize the the things that I would know if I had already seen it. I'm sure that there's other stuff that I could put together that I'm just not, because my brain is buffering. First, and definitely, well, technically it was last in the episode, but we're going to talk about it first because it's on my mind right now. There is a giant orb just chilling in the nuclear power plant, right? So I don't know if that was created because of Yonas closing the crossing, closing the portal, closing the whatevers, and now the energy from that created this. Of course, like, maybe not created. Maybe if enough energy is displaced, right? Because, well, as we know, energy can't be created or destroyed, right? It can just be, like, displaced or transferred or whatever the word is that I'm looking for that I'm not thinking of right now. So I wonder if that orb is a black hole. I mean, if it was a black hole, presumably it would just be sucking everything in near it because that's kind of what black holes do, right? So they mentioned a Higgs field in the last episode. Let me look that up again. Fundamental particle association with the Higgs field. A field that gives mass to other fundamental particles such as electrons and quarks. Okay. I don't know if that has anything to do with it. I also am not the most scientifically minded person, so love science, believe in science, could probably not explain science to you unless it's like very basic. So, yeah. Curious about what the fuck that is, essentially, TLDR. What is that? And is it dangerous? And how did it come to pass? And like, just what the fuck? I think that what Yonas is holding is like something that detects radiation. So it's obviously a very radioactive thing, whatever it is. Yeah. I don't know what that is, but I'm curious to find out. I don't want to, just say it, spin in circles saying the same thing over and over. So that's what I'll say about that. Somebody else that we met for the first time in this episode is Adam, which is very interesting given the whole Noah situation. There's definitely some religious symbolism happening now. Adam was the first man, right? So I wonder if that's why this guy has named himself Adam, because he wants to restart humanity from the beginning, it seems, based off this episode. And so he is Adam, and he's going to wipe the slate clean and sort of start over. And that's why Noah is Noah, because he's gathering the people he's putting on his ark that he plans to survive for this new version of humanity. Right? I mean, that's what I'm getting from this. I could be off base, but it just, that's kind of the direction it seems it's going, because they didn't want to kill Yonas, and I don't think they want to kill Bartosz. They definitely killed some other kids, but that was a means to an end to them, which I don't think makes it okay, but clearly they thought like the ends justify the means. And so, yeah. I think that that's what's happening there with Adam. Now, who the fuck Adam is and where the fuck Adam came from, I do not know. So far, we've only seen him in 1921, right? June 21st, 1921, when the picture was taken. And I assume that they were also in 1921 in the little conversation that Noah and Adam were having. Now, we also saw the formation of the tunnel system, of Sic Mundus Creatus Est, of, all of this. And we also kind of saw the beginnings of Adam, even though we haven't seen Adam in the timeline of younger Noah. I need you to work better. Even though we haven't seen Adam in the timeline of young Noah, there we go, all coherent, all in one after the other. I'm really curious to see him there. That's in 1921. We did see young Noah, and this is when he's first getting, well, not when he was first getting, maybe. We don't know when he was taken in by Adam, but he took him in, he called him Noah. Curious what the fuck his actual name is. And also, like, this is when he's first getting manipulated. And I do wonder if Noah will rebel against that manipulation at some point. How far down the rabbit hole is he? Like, how committed is he to this cause? Is there anything that could cause him to question? Also, like, what all does he know? Is Adam keeping stuff from him as well? And if so, could whatever he's keeping from him be enough to make Noah change his mind? I don't know. I know that he has actually very literally murdered children, but I think that he could be redeemed. He did murder children though, so, you know, kind of hard to do that. Now, something else that I think is really interesting is we've seen Yonas now in the future talking to his mom in the past, and or older Yonas, I should say, and he was talking to Hannah, and something that was interesting in that scene and the other scene where we saw her looking at his back is, which we've already seen his scars, I think, but I never associated them with Yonas because we didn't know that he was Yonas yet. So knowing that he has all those scars on his back, knowing that he has like a scar, it looks like on his neck, and seeing Yonas currently in the future, he has not been tortured to a horrific extent yet, at least that I know of. I am interested to see how that comes to pass, because do these people kidnap him? Like the people who were hanging the people. Do they try to kill him? Also, does Elizabeth recognize him from when she was a kid? Because even if she didn't know him that well, I feel like it would be hard to miss all those missing persons posters in a small town. I grew up in a small town, I would know. So, I mean, of course, like, only his eyes were available during that brief exchange they had. But I wonder if at any point they'll see each other without the mask and then come to realize, you know. Also curious if Yonas is going to tell Hannah that his dad is Mikkel. As in Ulrich's son, Mikkel. Because I would like to see her reaction to that. I'm sorry. I still have it... I find it difficult to like her. But they did make me tear up a little bit. So last year was all about a certain number of days in November. Well, the first day was in June, right? It was June 19th, 2019, right? Or was it? Oh, it was June 21st. Oh, interesting. Do we think that it's a coincidence that Mikkel did what he did on June 21st? When in the future, like a year after that, a year and 6 days after that, the apocalypse is going to happen? That's interesting. June and November in the show are big months. Huh. It was also in June of 1921 that they were building the tunnels in the first place. So, also to go back to the giant ball of whatever at the very end of this episode, it was over where they covered the barrels in concrete, right? So that has to mean something. I don't know what, but it has to mean something. Oh, also, we have to talk about this for a second. I can't believe that I just buried the fucking lead here. Charlotte, whose family we had never seen before, which I did think was interesting, but I just assumed that at some point we would like figure it out. And lo and behold, it's because her fucking granddad is Townhouse or Tonhouse or whatever his name is, however you say it, who wrote the fucking book A Journey Through Time. You guys, the writing of this show is just so fucking good. It's just so good. Also, because why not, I am going to throw a random theory out there that Adam is Bartosz. I don't know who Adam is. We don't immediately recognize his voice, or I don't. So I'm trying to think if I have any other guesses on who Adam could be. I don't think Magnus, because he doesn't strike me as somebody, like in what we've seen of him so far. I don't get that vibe. I mean, Bartosz doesn't really give me that vibe of like I want to restart in the entire fucking world from scratch either, but I don't know. I also struggle to know like what his purpose is in this. Like what their plan for him is. So I guess maybe I'm just trying to figure that out. It was cool to see that the eye patch guy is actually related to the one who, we have not learned their name, have we? The one that lives in the parking lot in the trailer that Peter was seeing for a hot second. It's cool to see, like, or it's interesting to see that they're related. We also know from the past that Eye Patch is in cahoots with Alexander and the nuclear power plant. So it makes sense that, like, it makes sense to me that he would drive the barrels back, but it doesn't make sense that the person in the parking lot would have them. But I guess maybe because their brother told them, like, can you go get this at this point at this time, and then I'll pay you at a later date to take it back off of your hands, because he's getting paid, Eye Patch I mean, by Alexander at the power plant, right? So I'm guessing that's how all that's connected. I didn't think about it during the episode, but I did remember that we had seen Eye Patch and Alexander talking on the phone in the last season. So I feel bad for Karina that now she is sort of figuring all of this out, but the crossing is closed because of what Yonas did. So even though she's figuring it out, she can't actually do anything about it or go get her son or her husband back. I feel bad for her. I feel bad for Marta and Magnus. You know, they lost their brother, they lost their dad, now their mom is kind of not doing well, and so they're sort of struggling and they feel by themselves because of that struggle. Also, it's really interesting to me the whole situation with Elizabeth in the future and whatever cult she's running. Like, I'm really not certain what's happening there and what they believe. Here, let me go back for a second actually, because I need to look and see what they were saying in that moment. Okay, so I'm really curious about like where they got their information from. What passage is going to open? How are they going to go through it? Is it the weird floaty thing in the dead zone, as they call it, aka the ruins of the nuclear power plant? Is the thing going to become a portal? We have seen portals before. That's what I was saying. In the blue room with Jonas and Helgi, that portal opened and then Helgi jumped into the blue room. So I think into the 80s. And then Jonas jumped to 2052 is my guess, but I do not know. So, yeah. I'm starting to feel bad, so I'm going to cut this discussion short because I think I need to go lay down. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, if you want, you can like, comment, and subscribe if you aren't already. You can also watch the next episode right now over on Patreon if you're watching this on YouTube, as well as my entire full-length reaction to this episode and every single episode thus far of Dark. I hope to see you guys there. I am so excited to continue watching the mystery of this show unfold. I absolutely love it and can't wait. Until next time. Bye, guys.